They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On first down, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watson on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? On 2nd down, Elliott once more. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home. Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play action now. Mills. He's got White here. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Houston. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse, and I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mills on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. On play action, Mills. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, it's Elliott down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play fake, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With a his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Mills. Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go play action. Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 27th, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Mills. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
97 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Gotw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on 4th and 2. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Slam, slam. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Mills. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Quick throw complete by Mills. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action now, Mills. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got his man. It's White. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a lot of times times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Again, it's Mills. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
On play action, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Houston, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.